here I am. It's the on-campus kingpin. Yes, I am.
Eagle Sessions, Gayle Saunders, talking the big loss to the Atlanta Falcons. Our beloved Eagles lose 26-24. Now, Eagle fans, let's pump the brakes for a quick second. Let's take a moment of silence. We got that first loss out of the way. Granted, we all wanted our Eagles to win like nobody's business. We've been waiting. We've been listening to all the pundits talk about the Super Bowl hype. We're the sexy pick. We watched preseason. We watched our Eagles dominate. We watched that Eagles highlight video, which was pretty dope, by the way. Kudos to whoever edited that piece. That was phenomenal. But we were hyped up as Eagle fans. We wanted our Eagles to dominate. Obviously, they started out slow. Started out very slow in the first half. Let's get to the realness here. The Eagles have 10 starters, new starters to this team. Be the offense and the defense. New quarterback, new running back, two new running backs, new safeties, new linebackers. You name it. There's just a lot of new players to this team. Now, if any of you guys ever played on a football team and you play with new players, you have to take time to get to know these players. And Sam Bradford, he was one of the main guys that we were all focusing on, mainly to make sure he made it through the game safely. But think about Sam Bradford. The dude has not played in 2 years. So honestly, you have to pump the brakes. You can't expect Sam Bradford to be balls to the wall first game. It would have been lovely, but it took him a first half to get out of his system. A bad first half, basically. But that first half we only totaled 125 yards. Only like 8 yards rushing in the first half, which is kind of embarrassing. We have 2 new guards. The running game wasn't as lovely as we'd like it, but I do believe the Eagles didn't have to get away from the run so quick. But think about Sam Bradford. It's been a while since he's played, and he got fired up in the second half. At one point he was like 22 or like 24, which was pretty phenomenal. I think the up-tempo finally kicked in the second half. But when you think about it, I mean, the first half was, pretty sloppy, but in the second half, the team finally got the rhythm that they were looking for. There was, I think the biggest thing, that really hurt us was the penalties. The Eagles had 10 penalties. You go on the road in a hostile environment. They already have the edge on you in that sense, but you can't give in to the team, your opponent, by helping them along with penalties. You think about the Kiko Alonso ticky-tack penalty call. That was kind of weak. We got a turnover right after that. Couldn't have the ball. What happens? They score on a touchdown right after that. So I mean, those penalties really did hurt us, especially at the end of the game. Jason Kelce, who played a phenomenal game early on the sweeps, making some nice blocks, but that screen pass where he had his hands outside, and Ryan Matthews had a 25-yard gain, which was nullified, which essentially moved the Eagles back, forcing the Eagles to kick a field goal. But a lot of Eagle fans that listen to radio, WIP, the Fanatic, Twitter, Facebook, we're all talking about what's going on with Chip Kelly. We're used to Chip Kelly, the ballsy coach. It's 4th and 1. It's a 44-something yard field goal. He's in the middle of the field. This is a kick that Parkey can make. Obviously, he was in my fantasy football lineup for a reason. Obviously, I believed him. But Chip Kelly believes in Parkey. He did have a erratic preseason. He did miss some kicks. But that's a kick that you make on the road, and that's a decision you kind of do make on the road. The game is on the line, and Chip Kelly went for it. I think he did sort of second guess himself. They got the cameras on him. He's kind of thinking, do I go for it? Essentially, either way, if nothing happened, if he went for it, he would have got killed for not you know, making it. You know, just like the kick, they missed the kick, and now we're all killing them for not going for it on fourth and short. But honestly, we had a chance to come back, and you know, the ball bounced off of Jordan Matthews' hands, and we're here now, dwelling on this L. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I was super pumped about this game. For me, Birds is like 24/7. It's a problem. It's an addiction. I love the Eagles, and just like you, if you're watching this, you probably do too. The anticipation was so high. You were so excited that you had to wait till Monday to get it off your chest. You're watching all these other games happen on Sunday, so you guys were fired up. I know you were fired up. We're on Monday Night Football, the first game. Everyone's ready. So you know, we felt like we had something to prove, but it didn't work out our way. But I think in reality, Eagle fans, you have to pump your brakes, and you have to realize this team is going to take time to come together. I think you can't take too long because it's Dallas week, folks. But we know, you know, the Eagles know Dallas. Dallas knows the Eagles. These are division rivalries. So it's a bigger game. You know, it's gonna be interesting. Des Bryant is not playing. They're without Randy Gregory. But still, I mean, it's a division rival, and anything can happen in these games. You see how crafty Tony Romo is. But honestly, Eagle fans, how do you guys feel about this first game? How do you know, get it off your chest? This is my get it off my chest video. Because honestly, tried to make a video last night, couldn't get off the couch. Was pretty, I felt like someone, you know, stomped on my parade. Stomped on my thunder. Then I had to walk through New York City with Eagle gear, people making jokes, co-workers. You probably went through it, but it's all good. It makes us stronger Eagle fans, and that's about it. I mean, honestly, I really, you know, final thoughts, I really thought we could have got the Eagles running game going. Yeah, I mean, we signed the 2014 NFL leading rusher, and he only has, what, like 9 yards on 8 carries? That's concerning. Sproles, I love Sproles to death. The guy's a playmaker, as always. Sam Bradford, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, 336 yards passing, 69% completion percentage. Pretty impressive. Who else? Fletcher Cox. Dude's amazing. Crazy disruption. Who else? Malcolm Jenkins has to catch the ball. 2 interceptions he dropped. Walter Thurman, carrying over from preseason. I like what he brings to the table. Benny Logan, I saw some things out of him. Jordan Matthews, the kid's a player. Even though, you know, he's one of those Eagle players that I know I'm going to always root for. He works tough, he works hard. 10 catches. 102 yards. They took a touchdown away from him. But other than that, Chip Kelly, you know, he does things his own way, and I give him credit for that. But I really think, you know, we are a running team first. I think the running team can help us moving forward. You know, running the ball can set up Sam Bradford and keep him protected. 52 times he passed the ball. So obviously you have to be concerned about his health if he's going back there taking shots like he did. Sam Bradford did have a x-ray on his ankle. I know you must have been concerned like I was, but x-rays are negative and he's good. So with that being said, Eagle fans, how do you guys feel out there? I've said enough. Gayle Saunders living the dream, not as in dream team, but living the dream. We got Dallas, baby, and go Birds.